A lot of people see things that need to be done. What's different about entrepreneurs is a willingness to act on it. So a year ago today, pretty much, I graduated the summer venture program. I was like the little bird that was kind of kicked out of the nest, and left the Babson community to launch my business, Cocomama. I've spent the last year launching our first product, which is a quinoa cereal. But along the way, even though this is my second venture, I'm still learning some lessons. So lesson 1, there's no perfect product, website, business plan, and launch. So I'm a self-proclaimed perfectionist. I'd probably continue to work on something until I thought it was perfect, which probably would never be perfect. And that's a problem that kind of plagues a lot of entrepreneurs. But the thing is, you just have to get it out there. If you don't get feedback, if you don't know what your customers want, you're not going to be successful. And also, if you never launch it, you're never getting the company off the ground anyways. But for Cocomama this year, I had a hard time knowing when it was right to launch the product, but launching it in a beta version in March, I've been amazed at the feedback I've received, and I feel even in a better position to have a full-scale launch next month. So make sure that when you get it out there, it's good enough, and listen. And there's a little subnote there, criticism equals opportunity. You're going to hear a lot of comments from people, and it's going to fall across the spectrum. But see every bit of constructive criticism as an opportunity to make your product and service even better. Lesson 2, always have a backup plan for suppliers, vendors, potential investors, and go-to-market strategies. So we left the summer venture and had a contract manufacturer that we were working with, and went through months and months of R&D, and about a week away from our first production run, and get a little phone call. The production plant closed. Yeah, it was a bit unexpected, and it was for reasons unforeseen, legal kind of inheritance dispute. But the lesson here is that you cannot be beholden to one supplier, one company that you're working with, because it could take you under. What you always need to do is have backups. Create relationships, maintain them. Fortunately for us, we had kept the relationships with other contract manufacturers, and we were able to move to one a week later. It still delayed our launch about 3 months, but it would have been much worse had we severed ties or not really looked beyond just one supplier. Lesson 3, make it your business to know your legal team, developer, manufacturer, and suppliers' business. So just because you hire a company with a great reputation, a lot of experience, maybe high profile, does not mean that you can just coast and expect that everything's going to turn out right. You kind of need to learn to micromanage. That means checking in to make sure deadlines are being met. Are they doing the work you need done? But on top of that, if they should leave or you need to switch providers of any sort, you need to really know what they're doing. As the founder of your company, and especially as CEO, you should know every area of business, know what's being done, and be able to answer any questions, even if you're paying for it to be done. And that's another note. You're paying people for a reason. That means it is okay to ask, is this going to be done on time? What has been done? Can you provide me with a report? Lesson 4, you got to have faith in yourself, your vision, your strategies, your product, and your company. First off, who's going to invest in you if you don't believe in yourself? No one. You need to believe in it. But second, when you're going through and sort of the course of entrepreneurship, and many of you have been seeing it just in the past 10 weeks, or for many of you even longer, one day you can get the worst news at 8 a.m. and the best news at 2 p.m. And then some bad news again at 5 p.m. It's never predictable. There's going to be days, maybe days in a row, that are difficult. You just need to keep having faith that your idea is going to work, the product's going to stick, and that you can be successful. That's what keeps you going. There's no one that's at the door when you're walking out each day, patting you on the back and saying you did a good job. You have to learn to do that for yourself. And the final lesson, number 5, you don't win a badge of honor for no rest, no vacation, being on email 24/7, and turning down social events. So on my first venture, I learned this lesson, and I still struggle with it now on the second venture. I thought working 20 out of 24 hours a day meant I was a really good entrepreneur. I was dedicated, I was working hard, I replied to every email. Even if it was 3 a.m. in the morning, I was still up with my computer, shut it at 3 a.m., woke up to it at 7 a.m. You know what that gets you? Burnt out, sick, tired, irritable. It does not equate to a successful entrepreneur. You need to take breaks. It's the only way you're going to keep the creative juices going, feeling good about yourself, working well with others. It's okay to take a whole Saturday where, you know what, the smartphone is off and you're not checking email. So there's no perfect. Have a backup plan. Know your provider's work. Have faith in yourself and your company, and take breaks. It's been a year now since leaving, and I know that even though these are 5 lessons, I've learned more than just 5, believe me, and I also know this will quadruple over the next year. But I hope that some of these lessons learned will help you as you're going into your first year of being a full business, and I wish you all the best of luck.